What up, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we are getting down and dirty with an old limited edition, collector's edition throwback set, none other than Arrow Video's The Scarlet Box.
We have such sights to show you.
We have such sights to show you. But before I get into this thing, if you guys would be so kind as to slam that like button, please subscribe to my channel. I appreciate all the engagement lately. I'm up like 40 subscribers in the past month or so, whatever it is. So I just cannot stress enough how much I appreciate it. Let's get to 600 subs. That's the next goal. But let's get into it, guys. This thing is a massive throwback, and I cannot believe it's been 10 years since this thing dropped. All the way back in 2015. It was originally a UK release. This thing dropped in 2015, December of 2015 to be exact. I'm sorry, it was October of 2015 in the UK, and then it dropped just a year later in December of 2016 for the United States. Now, this thing was like a monumental release. It was a big time mamma jamma. They did two different editions. I have the kind of the standard box set that they did up there as well. But this was like the way to own these movies. Now, more recently, they did the Quartet of Torment, which I'm sure a lot of you guys have, which is just fantastic. Arrow Video did a phenomenal job. But when this thing dropped, this was a big, big deal. Okay, first of all, I'm going to talk to you guys about the aesthetic of this thing, but let's go through some of the extras and what they actually did with the discs on these before I kind of show you guys, rip this thing open for you and kind of show you the structure, the aesthetic, because it's honestly one of the most beautiful sets in my collection. I adore this set so much. So much so that I was kind of on the fence about getting the Quartet of Torment. I didn't order it originally. I did eventually grab it, but I just cherished this set so much in my collection that I just didn't know if I needed the Quartet, but I ended up jumping on it anyway. But let me take you guys through what this set actually brought to the table in terms of specs and discs and all that. So let me share my screen because, like I said, this was a big deal, right? This set was a massive, massive achievement when it came out. And just again, the structure of it really started to change the way box sets were kind of done. It was different in so many ways. So it is a 4-disc. You guys can kind of see my screen here. It is a 4-disc limited edition contents set. So you got brand new 2K restorations of the first 3 films in the series. You got Hellraiser, Hellbound, Hellraiser 2, and Hellraiser 3, Hell on Earth. That is one thing to note, that this was just the first 3 films in the franchise. So in the Quartet, you get all 4. In this one, outside of the straight-to-video releases, these were this set was just the first 3. So it's an uncompressed PCM stereo 2.0 and lossless DTS. For Hellraiser and Hellraiser 2. You have lossless DTS HDMA 2.0 for Hellraiser 3. You got English subtitles. You got a limited edition bonus disc on there. You got the 200-page hardback book with writing from Clive Barker, Phil, Sarah Stokes. I'll get into that just a little while. You got a 20-page booklet featuring never before seen original Hellraiser concept art, which is super cool. You got the limited edition packaging with new artwork from Gilles of Rank. You got the art card there, and you got a fold-out reversible poster. So that's kind of like the out-of-the-box kind of thing outside of the scans. Now let's take a quick look through each disc. So the original Hellraiser, you got the brand new 2K restoration approved by director Robin Vigeon, director of photography Robin Vigeon. You've got a commentary with Clive Barker. You got a commentary with Clive Barker and Ashley Lawrence. You've got the story of Hellraiser, a brand new version of the definitive documentary of the making of Hellraiser, featuring interviews with key cast and crew members. You've got a whole bunch of extras on here, a ton of really cool stuff. You got the soundtrack. You got a vintage featurette, including interviews with Clive Barker, Doug Bradley, Ashley Lawrence. You got Doug Bradley on Hellraiser. So just tons of really cool stuff. You got the trailers. You got an image gallery. A lot of really cool stuff on that 2K scan. And then Hellraiser 2, again, you got a brand new 2K restoration on the Blu Ray disc. You got commentaries. You have Leviathan, which is the story of Hellbound Hellraiser 2, a brand new version of that definitive documentary, the making of. So again, just this thing is loaded top to bottom with extras. So it was a big deal in that sense. And then similar kind of stuff for Hellraiser 3, Hell on Earth. You got the 2K restoration of the original theatrical version. And you also have the alternate unrated version, which is kind of cool. So you get 4 minutes of extra film on that one. You got a brand new audio commentary with Peter Atkins. So just this thing is loaded, man. So it was really cool in that regard. And then the disc 4 this is a limited edition exclusive. You got a Clive Barker short film. I actually have never watched that. The Forbidden. You've got the literary works of Clive Barker. You got Hellraiser Evolutions, a brand new documentary looking at the evolution of the horror franchise. Hellraiser and its enduring legacy, with all a bunch of great people on there, including Stuart Gordon. Then you have a short film, The Hellraiser Chronicles. So listen, this thing is just loaded with extras. And it was such a monumental set at the time. Getting all 3 of those films in this kind of limited edition set was just the coolest at the time. And the fact that they did it in the way that they did, which I'm going to show you in just a second, really made it feel special and limited and a collector set. So let's break this thing down. So first of all, you got the box set here, and it's a brick. Okay, and you got all 3 title cards on the side here. You got the Our Video logo. Now, one thing that I really love about this set is how this box opens. It is not a traditional collector's edition box set. The majority of kind of Arrow Video and other box sets. Look at this. I don't know why they did that, but it just is such a cool distinction to other box sets. It's almost like you're opening up the Cenobites, right? Like, it's super cool the way they did that. It just looks badass. So when you pop it open, it kind of sits like this, and you have all the content inside like this. So one thing that I really thought was cool is that each of the 3 digipacks, so this one actually doesn't come with its own disc, its own cases. That's the reason why I own both the standard edition and the Scarlet Box, is because I really like those individual cases as well. But this comes with digipacks, and one thing that's super cool about these digipacks is the artwork on each one focuses on one of these Cenobites. So I'm going to show you guys in a second. So you got the top of Pinhead right here. I just think that's so neat. So cool the way they did that. And then you got the original Hellraiser. Like, really, really cool artwork on these. Okay, then you've got the Chatterer here. On this one. That's kind of my favorite artwork there. And you open it up, you got Hellraiser 2. Then you've got another Cenobite. I don't know this guy's name. But you got another Cenobite here for Hellraiser 3. And just beautiful, beautiful artwork. And then you've got the bonus disc. Some ancient Pinhead relic on there. You guys can see that. Super, super cool. The Clive Barker legacy. So the digipacks were gorgeous, absolutely beautiful in so many ways. And then you've got a lot of the extras in here, like the poster and the art cards. So you open up this extra little, like, almost like its own digipack in itself, with the hooks and all the torture devices on there, and it just kind of opens up. They label this as the Documents of Blood. It's kind of cool. Then you've got all the kind of a bunch of extra stuff on here. So this is the J card, seemingly put in there. Then you've got the couple art cards here, postcards. Sorry, I'm late. Traffic has been hell. Then you've got the poster, which is super cool. Now, one thing I will note, so this is the Scarlet Box art, which is awesome. On the other side, you get the standard art, which I thought was a nice touch. So this is on the standard box set, which I thought was kind of cool. A really cool poster there. Put these back. And then on the other side, you've got a bunch of art cards here and the booklet. So this was the art on the actual individual releases. So if you were to buy the movies by themselves, this is the artwork that you got on them. So really, really cool stuff. And then you've got the booklet here with kind of the artwork, which is really cool. This is the concept art. So again, like they didn't spare any expense with this set, but there's even more. Like it gets even more crazier with what they include in this set. So let's take it a step further. Then they have the hardbound book. Now this thing is an absolute gorgeous piece. Okay, you can see the face on there. And when you, I mean, expect nothing less from Arrow Video, but the card stock it's definitely a perfect bound book. The card stock is brilliant. It is a beautiful book. All kinds of cool pictures and essays, and you got the spine on there. The Damnation Games is what they titled the book. And then my absolute favorite piece of flavor in this set is this, and I'm going to show you. So along with the box, here's what they did. I thought this was the coolest thing, and I remember seeing this. I'm like, this is awesome, and it in so many ways made the set for me. But at the bottom of the box, when you take out all the contents, it actually says, "I am in hell, help me." And I just thought that was such a cool piece of flavor. One of my favorite things Arrow Video has done. So that is the Scarlet Box, man. This thing dropped back almost 10 years ago. That is mind-blowing to me that this thing came out that long ago. But at this point, this is a relic, man. This thing is not easy to come by anymore. It is a super nostalgic piece of physical media for me, and one thing that I cherish and adore in my collection. Even though I'm not as big of a Pinhead fan as others, I still adore this in my collection, and I've grown to love Hellraiser more as I've gotten older. You know, I still prefer a Michael or a Jason, but I do really enjoy this franchise. And so there you have it, guys. A limited edition throwback here in the Scarlet Box. If you are looking to get this thing, I would check like third party. I don't know. See if anyone's willing to trade it. I'm sure you can snag it on eBay or something. But yeah, the Scarlet Box, guys. Hit me up in the comments if you've seen this one, if you own this edition. It is a massive landmark release from back in the day. So appreciate y'all hanging out. If you like what you see, be sure to hit that like button, and I'll catch y'all later. Peace.